Hey, what up, everybody? It's Third Degree. I don't really do this tutorial stuff too much anymore, but when I get the same question, 10 times, just decide to do a video instead of trying to write it out every single time. So a lot of people ask me, how do you get your drums onto an ASR 10 without having SCSI? And a lot of people just want to be able to load everything up, and I understand that, but if you don't have it, you only have two options. One is to make floppy drives, the other is to sample your drums in. I sample my drums in. So what you can use is your computer, any samplers you have, whatever. And if you have an MPC, you have extra individual outs you're not using, just keep them hooked up to your ASR 10 at all times to make your life easy. If you have a computer with 10 ins and 10 outs and you only use two outs, then use the outs and just keep them hooked up. I use a patch bay because I have three samplers. If you have more than a few samplers, a patch bay is going to be a pretty good investment, but I'm not going to go into that. So basically what I'm going to do, I have my ASR 10, which I'm going to sample into, I have my MPC that I'm going to sample out of. And like I said, you can use your computer, whatever makes a drum sound. You can do the same technique by sampling off of vinyl records with a drum break. So basically, first of all, we're going to set up the ASR 10. So the effects selects, we're going to turn off the effects, off the voice. I want to keep at 44K, keep the quality up. Input, I'm going to just do mono, so left. Sample instrument 1, it doesn't really matter. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to just sample 4 drums. So you got to do it, hit these pads, do it at full level on the MPC, just to keep everything loud enough, and then just, I'm in the recording mode, sample again, sample, and then just hit enter. That's it. Now you play the root key. Because I set the threshold, the root key plays right on the snare, because that's the first thing it heard. So the snare, but the other part is the snare does that, which annoys almost everyone who uses the ASR 10. So we're going to just go to edit pitch, the wave sample range, C2 to C2. So now we have set 4, that key makes a sound. So now what we're going to do is, just like every time you sample anything else and chop it up, we're going to copy that over and over, well, 4 times, because we have 4 drum sounds. We're going to go to command, wave, copy wave sample, to unnamed instrument, layer 1, params only, wave sample 2 created, edit, pitch, we're going to do the D2 key. Now we have a copy of this, the pitches are different, so we're going to pitch them the same. And now we're going to start chopping. Now when I chop, I'm just going to be setting the start point at first because I find it to be quicker, so you want to find a kick. So I just keep on going until it gets into the middle of the kick and then go back to the beginning. Usually with something this short you don't have to fine chop it. So now we have again, and this is real quick if you're not explaining it, so I'm just going to do the rest of them without explaining. Now, I set the start point first, but you're going to want to set the end point because it's every drum. So if you don't have to, but I like to. And it's really easy if you do this second, and I'll show you why. So we're going to edit wave sample 1, edit wave, and we're going to set the endpoint. Just lower it down and it'll go where it's not making any noise. Just keep on doing it. Again, edit wave sample 2, sample in, and if you lower it to the beginning, it'll say 15 instead of 0, so that makes it easy. And then, like I said, it's pretty quick if you're not explaining it. Now if you hold down the key, that's all you get. And so, I don't know why everyone's so afraid of these analog outs or analog ins and going through the analog stage. Just for comparison, I'm going to play, I know it's a digital camera, but play it off the MPC. Now I'll play it off the ASR 10. Sorry, it's loud. That's the only reason I'll play it twice. And I can hear no perceivable difference. If you can, well, good for you, but it works all the time. Then, like I said, just start working, making your drum loops and stuff like that, and it's quick enough so that when you do it all the time, and I don't do it all the time, so I'm kind of rusty, you can get this done real quick. And don't even worry about your floppies. Don't worry about SCSI. You know, if you don't have SCSI, you know, try this before you invest $300 in the SCSI board or whatever in the digital I/O, and just do it like that. I personally would rather save the $500 it costs for a loaded ASR 10, buy myself an MPC 1000, buy myself a plethora of different Akai racks that are nice that you can hook straight up to your computer. You know, way easier than you could ever do on the ASR 10. So anyway, that's why I do it. I know it's a long video, very simple stuff here, but yeah, you know, experiment, have fun with it. Alright, peace.